Hello all, Jamie here with another hot off the desk creation using our Petite Dianthus die of the week this week. This die set is on offer for only £3 and should be £6.75 while stocks last at Craftmania. Now what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've cut a few of the layers out using the Petite Dianthus die set of Elite cardstock in Decadent Ivory, and I'm now using our metallic inks in brushed gold with a blending brush to just brush against the tips. Then using a pair of tweezers, I'm just working around each petal, sort of crimpling it slightly by rocking it back and forth on the tips of the tweezers to make that sort of crinkle waffle edge to it. I've then just sort of rounded them and shaped them together just to show you how they're going to look, and I've gone ahead and I've built 3 or 4 flowers already just quickly and simply following the same method. I'm then going to add some gems into the middles of these. I'm going to use some 6mm gold gems because I know that the project I've got in mind is going to end up pretty golden in shades of gold and of course our Decadent Ivory cardstock. Now once I'd done this, I wanted to sort of see if my idea was going to come into fruition. So I've bought in the circular frames die set, laid out my flowers roughly around the actual die to see how it's going to look, fell in love with that idea and gone ahead and die cut this from our gold mirror card. I now know that I want to bring in our scalloped and pierced edge dies, and I want to make sure that that gold circle is going to fit within the inside of the frame. I've used 2 pierced lines and 1 of the scalloped ones. This is the joy of having the separate pierce elements to the actual main dies. It means you can choose how many layers you'd like to use and whereabouts you're going to place them and at what style of edge you'd like to attach to them. I've then used our clear drying glue to aim and add down my little circular frame, and now I'm using the same glue to go ahead and add on my flowers. I then decided at this stage I'm going to bring in sort of the foliage pieces, the little swirly pieces that also come with the Petite Dianthus die set, and I've gone ahead and I've cut 2 sets of these again out of the Decadent Ivory Elite cardstock. I'm going to shape these slightly and then I'm going to use the same glue to just post these underneath those flowers, and this is one of the joys of this glue. It's quite quick grabbing, but it does take a moment to set, especially on non-porous surfaces such as mirror card. So it gives me that moment to play around and move my flowers where I need them to be and give me a chance to add in those extra sort of foliage pieces. I then decided for the middle of this project I was going to use our elegant butterfly, and I've used the waist as such, the circle that come out of the frame, to die cut and cut out my butterfly. I'm then shaping the wings of it and adding that down into the middle of the frame, again with our clear drying glue. At this stage I decided that I wanted to add more layers and depth and sort of luxuriousness to this project, so I've gone to the next size up in the scallop squares with the pierced details, and I've cut those together to make another matte layer to go underneath the first one. Now something I don't often do is work in the same colour. Usually I'd change colours at this stage, but I really wanted to just stick between the Decadent Ivory and the gold, and I knew that I was going to bring in another layer underneath this to separate these panels from the card blank, so I decided that this could be my raise. My card blank, by the way, is 5 3/4 inches squared. The gold layer is 5.5 inches squared. The first scallop layer is approximately 5 inches squared, and the top scallop layer is approximately 4 3/4 inches squared. I'm now going to bring in just a 6mm sheer ribbon, and I'm going to tie that around and add a little bow on to finish this project. If you've fallen in love with any of the items shown on today's video, pop onto the website www.craftmaniacrafts.com, have a little look under the Die of the Week tab on the menu where you will find the Petite Dianthus page. On that page, all of the items I've used to make this project will be shown for you. There is of course a link in the description to this video if that's easier for you to click and take you directly to it. I hope this has given you a little bit of inspiration on what you could be doing with this incredible die set. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Bye for now.